Hi, Bright Lights. Welcome. My name is Tina. In today's video, I wanted to pull some tarot cards and oracle cards, and let's figure out what is going on in the collective, what might be happening with you, or maybe where things are headed. So we want to get some messages from Source, our angels and guides, and to help you navigate these very chaotic waters we're in right now. I know it's very, very challenging, and I don't mean to make light of it. So you have my deepest empathy and compassion, but don't forget that we still can find joy in our everyday living situation. So I want to thank all the new subscribers and people that have been commenting. Everybody has been very kind and loving, and this is a wonderful community we're building together here. You have my utmost attention and affection. And so let's get started. Let's see where we are headed, all of us. Bright lights out there. Oh, so what? What's going on here? Look. So, okay. All right. So people might be feeling a little bit like something is just completely overwhelmed or overtook you. This is like the utter downfall, but I don't want anybody to freak out about this card because there's a little bit of a comedic thing going on here because obviously, I mean, all of these swords in the back. So, the messages I'm getting is if you've been stabbed in the back billions of times, it might be time for a change. If because remember, swords are, it's about the mind, and these are like daggers, so to speak, or they can be communication. So you just want to be aware of maybe what this utter downfall could possibly mean, but this is actually a very good thing because to get this at the beginning of the reading means there's something new coming in. So this is the pause kind of before the step, so to speak. Um, ah, and so what we're being crossed by is this energy of in the upright position, it's all about going within and meditating and not really seeing kind of the offers coming in. So here there is something coming in, but you've got to be careful about taking taking it. So this is kind of just you're being crossed with patience, with looking kind of outside, getting all the facts together, because this could be something coming in and you just don't want to necessarily jump at it. So we'll get some more detail here. Aha, so here's the page of wands, the free agent. This is this is they everything is just getting ready to unfold for this person. The whole world is ahead of them. And so this ending, as painful as it was, and this can be, if you think about it, even in world events, this is maybe something didn't turn out the way everybody thought it was going to be. And now we're moving on to something. And we just have to remember that we're all free agents, right? Whether that be as part of in the political world, whether it's your work world, your intimate partners, if you need to be a free agent because you've had enough of these backstabbers. I can tell you a lot of stories about those little buggers. And this is all about inspired action, so that the inspiration's coming in for you. So maybe and so this is also in the subconscious. This was about more, you are aware that, you know what, this is time for some new inspiration coming in. And of course, well, I can't talk here. Pages are, they're kind of not this big, huge energy. It's kind of coming from a perspective of, not being tied back, letting go of stuff. But having this in the subconscious means you're actually ready for some big, big inspired action coming in. That's really good energy. So you're going to get a lot of answers. You're going to get, you know, as long as you go within and you're not looking to everybody else and what they're doing and what I should be doing. I don't know, so I'm afraid. I'm afraid to take any action. So that's not what we really want. So this is in the past. So there's some heartbreak here. This can be all of us bright lights, having our hopes set on certain outcomes that didn't come to fruition. And that's okay. That's okay. It's all about going, seeing these for what they are, whether, it's in our relationships. But it seems to me that you already have seen this heartbreak. You've been through this time and time again. You've seen everything. You're going to take all of that pain and you're going to transmute it into some inspired action in a healthy way. But yes, there was a lot of heartbreak going on. This is a lot of ego stuff, a lot of narcissism, a lot of, like I said, just thinking things were going to go in one way and they're completely going in another because things are really shifting so fast right now with this chaotic energy. We got to just stay a little grounded. So, okay, this is so yeah, there's some inner turmoil here going on. We know that is happening. But this can also be a training card. Instead of focusing on all of this chaos and all of these people here, and what they're doing, you need to focus on your wand. Here, see how they're just looking at, this person's looking at his wand, and that's what you want to do. This is a 5, and 5 is all about freedom and breaking free from this, trying to figure out what everyone else is doing and how it applies to you. That's not you are the free agent, and it's to get this unique little person here, which is you're the unique little person. No one is like you. You don't have to be like anybody else. You came here to express your uniqueness. And so that's kind of what this is telling me is to not get caught up in that conflict. And if you have inner conflict going on where you're really torn, just take a step back from that's trying to show something to you. It might be that you're not ready to make a decision, or that, because that's a decision in itself. So oh, okay. And so then we have the 7, this is some regret, some remorse. Again, this is very normal in something did not pan out how you thought it was going to be. That's okay. Because there's a lot of yellow here. There's a lot of room for consciousness coming in here. And so with this, obviously this could be, you know, people taking something from you that they weren't entitled to. So again, this is like the energy around you. So just be careful. We all have to do our discernment and understand who we can trust and who's not worth our trust. Because this is what's coming. And these are all the fertile ideas. This is the Empress. This is the the beautiful land and the divine mother here who, we all have that feminine and masculine side. And this is the feminine, the very creative side. So this is a lot of creativity coming in. And so we can maybe get some new, some new ideas and start to, let go of this old strategy that maybe wasn't working, because that's okay. Changing, um, changing gears is kind of what I'm hearing here, that there's a time to change some gears, to get back to, your worth, women's worth. We're seeing a lot of this really, terrible behavior, even from women too, that it's just, we're going to see that as the vibration of the planet rises, as more people wake up, you're going to see this outburst of this dark, very darkness coming up. But that's okay. This was really, this is really a good reading here. So I don't want anyone to think that this is not a good reading, because this is about focusing on what you want and not looking to others for the answers, going within. So let's get a few oracle cards here to see what advice from source we can get here. And this is the angel deck. Oh, so romance and connection. This is a very beautiful card. And so this could be a lot of different things. So see how, okay, there's two people here, but this is an angel. So connecting to your angels and guides who are a part of source, and your solar plexus energy here. And that's about discernment. Because this isn't just about like finding love in your twin flame. This is really about becoming whole within yourself. And you can also look at this as your higher self. That's that angelic part. And then your human self, or you can be the feminine and masculine, balancing those out energies. And so it's romance. So it can be just romancing your ideas. It can be a romance. There definitely could be, somebody could be, um, an inspired action towards you that could be coming in. Um, but this is a lot of mental activity. I don't really have any cups except for, watching your emotions here, watching, going within. So to me, it feels more about falling in love with your divine self. That's what I just heard. That's what that is all about. So we will jump to the sacred destiny, get some change. And so we all know that change is inevitable, right? I mean, everybody knows that, but there's big change coming through. I had done a video on this year, and there's going to be radical shifts happening for people this year. And it's it's the energy is going to drive it. So you want to work with the energy. You don't want to fight the energy, and this balloon is just kind of floating and going where it needs to go. And I like that there's this horse here, and horses represent freedom, but they also represent where you need to put fences around, you know, boundaries. I don't like to use that word so much for empaths, because for us, it's more about self-respect, because we are very respectful of other people's boundaries. It's just others like to trample all over our space and our, they wear on our self-worth. So there's a lot of strings attached here. So there might be a message here in letting go letting go of all of that hot air we got going on right now. So that's, but these are beautiful colors here. So higher, really softness. There's a softness to flow. There's a softness, this lightness depicted by the balloon and with the wings here about taking flight into something new. You guys are ready. That's what it's telling me, is you guys are more ready than you think you are. Then we have a card that says, a time to remember to look back on your childhood. So you might want to look at that childhood to see maybe where you're hanging on to some heartbreak that is also causing some inner conflict for you. Lots of, I'm all about doing the inner child work, the Ho'oponopono meditation, um, great things to do. So it looks like there is a time to remember. I'm not one normally about, oh, let's go look at the past, but maybe we want to see where we're going with this. Get a few more answers on this. A photograph can be a powerful tool when working with our inner selves, as it can bring to the present the memories and feelings associated with our childhood. This can be this can be an especially beneficial practice, particularly when working through harmful patterns or beliefs that we might have regarding our childhood self. So that is, that is about digging. And it's not about picking off old scabs either and really wallowing in any type of traumatic past, but maybe see where you might be hanging on to some fear. Right now, it seems like there's a lot of the powers that be that are trying to use fear, this fear of safety, and maybe that was tied to your childhood as well. And we are, we all have great power within us. We don't have to fall into a fear of these things. That is, again, it's very disempowering. And that's all by design, by the system right now is driving a lot of that fear. So let's pull a card from the Work Your Light. How can we work our light at a deeper level, Source? It's about trusting. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I don't know if you guys can see this. This one's very beautiful as well. And that is a really good way to look at it. I'd heard that before about somebody saying, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do? If money wasn't an issue, but it's really about support and these fears about how others view us and wanting to not step um, into the limelight or into an arena where we're going to be judged. And it's really about trusting your path because we're all meant to be seen at some level. And it's very, this is saying we have all these wonderful ideas and we are great manifestors here in abundance, and we're heading in that direction. And it's just about the mindfulness and not being controlled by these darker forces. Yeah, so the spirit whisperer. Number threes are tied to master numbers. So coming into our divine guidance, you know, um, getting those downloads, higher knowing. Again, that's, opening up these chakras here and hearing those whispers. We have the owl here, and we have her whispering to the owls coming to her, the wisdom's coming from the divine. So that's Not surprising that that's coming out right now. Uh, we need to get connected to spirit right now. And then we have another 3 coming out. Do I have any other numbers here? Yeah, see, this is the 3 of the Empress. So we have a 333, and these are master numbers. 3s are also about letting go of lack mentality, that poverty consciousness. And they're about understanding what drives our egos versus what what is good, what we do that's in the highest good for everyone. And 3s are meant to teach in some form, so that we could be talking to a lot of people who might be on a spiritual path of you know they're going to be some form of teaching for you in some way. And so then this 3 came out, which is TikTok. And this is getting wrapped up into this, oh, I don't have enough time. And and again, we have another balloon here. So there's the second balloon that we're seeing. And so the balloons are, all these numbers, this clock is breaking. Here, let's read what that's about. Just read this one really quick for you. Divine timing. I wasn't getting that at first. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't the truth at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations. And that's what we've been talking about. This is expectations and then disappointment. Knowing that what is yours will never pass you by. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So that is what that is about. And this also this is a presence reminder. Um, we're always creating our future in the now. So that's why it's really important for us to not spend too much time ahead in the future. We can plan for the future, but we want to be in we want to maintain a level of presence at all times. It's critical for manifesting. Is how are you feeling right in this moment in time, and what can you control, and and then just sitting with it and allowing things to happen. So one more from the rose pocket before we end this reading. Yes, open. This is about open. Quit. I don't want to say quit, but yeah, the time clock, I got quit. Maybe that was a message for somebody. This time, this eating up of our time, letting go of this. Oh, I can't do it now. I don't have the time. We don't make the time. But this is about say yes, open, not broken, trust life. And yes, no, nobody's broken. Nobody needs to be fixed. These are all lessons that we are meant to learn when we're ready to learn them. So I am going to leave you with that. That was a beautiful card to end with. You can see this person here is laying back, just relaxing and allowing things to come in. So yeah, go ahead and set up your plans. Don't get attached to any outcomes, because there's a lot of inspired action coming in for you. Divine timing. So it's okay. No, nothing to fret about. It's all coming in for you, all in good time. With that, I'm gonna let you go, and remember how important you are to this world. We're all needed here. We all have a unique expression that we're meant to give. And so I just want you to know that you are loved, and I will see you in the next video.